Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something deeply personal yet profoundly important: the need to wake up and rebuild yourself. We all go through moments in life when things don't go as planned. There are times when we feel defeated, lost, or simply stuck. But here's the truth: you have the power to change your life at any moment. It's not about what happens to you, but what you choose to do in response. Every great success story begins with a decision to get up, face the challenges, and begin anew. It starts with awakening the mindset that your future isn't determined by your past, and you have the ability to build yourself into the person you want to become. So how do we do this? How do we wake up and rebuild? The first step to rebuilding is acknowledging that you are the architect of your destiny. Stop blaming circumstances, other people, or the past. Your life, your choices, your responsibility. When you take full responsibility, you reclaim your power. Make a decision today to be better than you were yesterday. The person you are becoming is the one who will face challenges, seize opportunities, and achieve greatness. Your growth is your choice. Understand this: failure is not the end, it's part of the process. Every successful person has failed numerous times, but they didn't quit. They learned, adjusted, and pressed on. Failure is simply feedback, not defeat. Instead of thinking you've reached your limits, choose to believe that you can always improve. Every day is an opportunity to learn something new and to improve yourself. The key is to see every challenge as an opportunity to grow. Time is the one resource you can never get back. If you want to rebuild yourself, you need to master how you use your time. Be intentional, prioritize what matters, and use your time wisely to invest in your personal development. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to rebuild, surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and lift you higher. If the people around you aren't helping you grow, it's time to make a change. You can have the best plans, but without consistent action, they're just dreams. Small daily actions add up to big results. Rebuilding yourself isn't about one giant leap, it's about making progress each and every day. A positive attitude is a choice. Rebuilding yourself requires you to stay focused on what's good in your life, even when things aren't perfect. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance, from lack to possibility. Stay positive and trust that your efforts will pay off. You see, the moment you take full responsibility for your life, everything changes. The way you see the world, the way you approach challenges, and the way you react to setbacks, it all shifts. You stop looking for excuses and you stop blaming others or circumstances for where you are. It's a powerful thing to realize that your life is the result of your choices, not your circumstances. You may not have control over everything that happens to you, but you absolutely have control over how you respond. And that is where your power lies. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you start to see that you're the one who determines your path forward. When you choose to take responsibility for where you are today, you're also giving yourself permission to take control of where you're going tomorrow. You can no longer hide behind the victim mentality. It doesn't serve you, and it won't lead you anywhere good. Life is not about what's happened to you, it's about how you've responded to it. Success, failure, joy, pain, everything is part of the equation, but in the end, the one thing you can always control is your response. Here's the thing: if you want to change your life, you have to own it. It starts by saying, I'm responsible for what's happened up to this point, and I'm responsible for what happens next. The power is in your hands to turn things around, to rebuild, to reshape your future. When you stop passing blame, when you stop making excuses, you open up the space for real change to happen. When you take full responsibility, you stop waiting for someone else to come in and fix things. You stop hoping for luck or waiting for the perfect moment. You realize that the only person who can make things better is you. You're no longer a passenger in your own life. You become the driver with your hands firmly on the wheel. The road ahead may be long, it may be tough, but you're in charge now. And that's the most liberating thing you can do for yourself. It's time to stop asking why me and start asking what's next. The sooner you take full responsibility, the sooner you'll see that you have the ability to shape your destiny, and that, my friend, is a powerful thing. The moment you make the decision to become the best version of yourself, everything begins to shift. It's not just about wishing or hoping that things will improve. It's about making a definitive choice that you're going to be better today than you were yesterday. It's a commitment to growth, to development, and to reaching for higher standards in every area of your life. You see, the world will try to pull you in 1,000 different directions. People, circumstances, the opinions of others, they'll all tell you what you should do, who you should be, and how you should act. But the key to greatness is found in deciding for yourself who you want to become, regardless of external pressures. You decide without a doubt that you are going to live at your highest potential, and then you make that decision your guiding principle. This is where many people falter. They want success, they want improvement, but they're not willing to make the decision and stick to it. The decision to be your best isn't a fleeting thought. It's a commitment to continual improvement day in and day out. It means staying disciplined in the pursuit of growth even when things aren't going your way. It means showing up, doing the work, and taking consistent action regardless of the setbacks you face. But here's the beauty of it. When you decide to be your best, you also decide to let go of the excuses. You decide to stop blaming your environment, your upbringing, or your past for where you are today. You take control and refuse to settle for mediocrity. You raise your standards and refuse to accept anything less than the best you can give. You understand that greatness doesn't come from doing what's easy. It comes from doing what's hard, doing what's uncomfortable, and pushing yourself beyond the limits of what you thought was possible. When you make the decision to become the best version of yourself, you also start to recognize opportunities for growth in every moment. Every conversation, every challenge, every obstacle is a chance to refine yourself, to develop your character, to sharpen your skills. You stop looking at life as something happening to you, and instead you see it as a platform for your personal transformation. What's important here is that you're not doing this for anyone else. You're doing it for yourself, for your own fulfillment, and for your own pride. You owe it to yourself to reach your full potential and to give your best to the world. When you commit to becoming your best self, you start to attract the best into your life, better relationships, better opportunities, and a deeper sense of purpose. The road to becoming the best version of yourself isn't always smooth, but it's always worth it. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. When you decide to become the best version of yourself, you set the course for a life of constant growth, purpose, and fulfillment. And that's a decision that will pay off in ways you can't even imagine right now. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. Failure is not your enemy. In fact, it's one of the most valuable teachers you will ever encounter on your journey to success. Far too many people fear failure, avoid it, and try to steer clear of anything that might lead to disappointment. But here's the truth: failure is a necessary part of growth. You can't achieve anything meaningful without experiencing some form of setback or disappointment along the way. You see, failure is not something that should define you, but rather something that can refine you. When you fail, you learn, you discover what doesn't work, and more importantly, you figure out how to do it better next time. Every failure is simply a lesson in disguise, showing you what you need to improve and how you can approach things differently. Without failure, there would be no growth. Without failure, you'd never learn the lessons that make you stronger, more resilient, and more capable. The problem is, people often make the mistake of treating failure like an endpoint, like it's a sign that they should give up. But failure is never the end, it's only a detour. It's a temporary stop on the way to success, a moment where you recalibrate and adjust your approach. So when you fall short, don't see it as a defeat. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What can I do differently next time? That mindset will shift you from being discouraged to being empowered. Think about it. Every successful person you admire has encountered failure. They've had to face rejection, disappointment, and tough times. But here's the difference: they didn't let those failures stop them. They used them as stepping stones, building blocks that helped them climb higher. They used failure to refine their skills, sharpen their mindset, and increase their determination. The key is not to be afraid of failure, but to embrace it as a necessary part of your journey toward success. It's also important to recognize that failure doesn't mean you're not good enough or that you're not cut out for success. Failure means you're trying. It means you're taking action, and any action will bring you closer to your goals, whether you succeed or not. So don't let fear of failure hold you back. Let it be the fuel that drives you forward. The more you fail, the more you'll learn and the more you'll grow. The truth is, failure is not final. It's not permanent. What truly matters is how you respond to it. Will you let failure define you, or will you let it refine you? Will you let it discourage you, or will you use it to propel you forward? The choice is yours. Remember, failure is just feedback. It's not who you are. It's what you do with the lessons it offers that will determine your future success. If you want to truly change your life and reach your potential, there's one thing you need to embrace above all else: a growth mindset. Now, what do I mean by that? A growth mindset is simply the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and talents can be developed over time with effort, learning, and perseverance. It's the understanding that you are not limited by your current circumstances and that improvement is always possible no matter where you start. Too often, people operate from a fixed mindset. They believe they're born with a certain set of skills or limitations, and that's all they'll ever have. They think that if they're not good at something right now, they'll never be good at it. But that kind of thinking is a trap. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you from growing and becoming the person you're capable of being. The truth: growth is available to anyone willing to put in the work, and it all starts with the belief that you can improve, that you can get better every single day. The growth mindset isn't just about learning new skills, it's also about embracing challenges. Most people shy away from difficult tasks or situations because they're afraid of failing or making mistakes. But with a growth mindset, you welcome challenges because you understand that challenges are the fuel for growth. Every difficult situation is an opportunity to stretch yourself, to learn, and to evolve. The bigger the challenge, the bigger the growth. You don't shrink from challenges, you rise to meet them. Here's another key to a growth mindset: embrace the process, not just the outcome. It's easy to get fixated on the result, to think that your worth is tied to your achievements. But real growth comes when you focus on the daily process of becoming better. The small, consistent efforts you make every day are what truly shape you. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. And it's the ongoing commitment to improvement that matters most. Another important aspect of a growth mindset is how you view failure. As we talked about earlier, failure is not something to be feared, it's something to be learned from. People with a growth mindset don't see failure as a permanent condition or a sign of weakness. Instead, they see failure as feedback, as an opportunity to adjust and keep moving forward. When you make a mistake, you don't say, "I can't do this." You say, "What can I learn from this and how can I improve next time?" Lastly, developing a growth mindset means surrounding yourself with a community that encourages growth. The people you associate with will either help you expand your mind or limit your potential. Choose to be around those who challenge you, inspire you, and push you to grow. A growth mindset thrives in an environment of positivity and support. When you adopt a growth mindset, you stop being afraid of what you don't know and you start being excited about what you can learn. You stop believing in limits and instead you believe in possibilities. It's not about being perfect. It's about being better. And every day is an opportunity to take another step toward becoming the best version of yourself. This mindset will not only transform how you approach challenges, but it will also transform the results you achieve in life. So embrace the journey, trust in your potential, and remember that growth is a lifelong process. If you want to truly transform your life and achieve your goals, there's one thing you must do, and that's master your time. Time, my friends, is the one resource you can never get back. You can lose money, you can lose material possessions, but time, once it's gone, it's gone. And yet many people squander it every day thinking they have all the time in the world. The truth is, time is your most precious asset. And if you don't learn to master it, you'll find yourself constantly chasing your dreams but never quite catching them. The first step in mastering your time is understanding its value. Most people are busy. But being busy doesn't mean you're being productive. It's easy to fill your day with small, meaningless tasks that don't move you closer to your goals. The secret is to focus on the activities that matter most. Time is not about filling up your calendar, it's about investing in the right things. Every minute you spend is a decision, and every decision determines your future. So what does mastering time look like in practical terms? It starts with planning. You can't simply drift through your days hoping that things will work out. You need a plan, a strategy, and clear objectives. What are your goals? Where do you want to be a year from now? 5 years from now? Break those big goals into smaller, actionable steps and then schedule those steps. Make time for what matters and be ruthless with how you spend it. Another powerful tool in mastering your time is learning to say no. Many people waste time because they say yes to everything and everyone. They take on obligations that drain their energy and distract them from their real goals. You need to get comfortable saying no to things that don't align with your vision. It's not about being rude or dismissive. It's about protecting your time and focusing on what's truly important. Remember, saying no to something insignificant is saying yes to something that will move you forward. Time management also requires the ability to focus. In today's world, distractions are everywhere: social media, emails, phone calls, meetings, and on and on. You cannot afford to let these distractions derail you from your purpose. If you want to get ahead, you need to develop the ability to concentrate on a single task at a time, to work without interruptions, and to give your full attention to the task at hand. When you focus, your results will be exponentially greater. Another essential aspect of mastering time is learning to prioritize. Not everything on your to-do list is of equal importance. Some tasks will bring you closer to your goals, while others will simply keep you busy. You must identify the high-impact activities that will create the most progress and prioritize them above everything else. Focus on the vital few and don't get distracted by the trivial many. You also need to make sure you're taking care of yourself, both physically and mentally, because without energy, you won't be able to at least to make the most of your time. If you want to accomplish great things, you need to be in peak condition. This means getting enough sleep, eating well, exercising, and giving yourself time to recharge. A well-rested, energized person is far more productive than someone who's running on fumes. Finally, you must realize that time management is an ongoing process. It's not something you do once and forget about. It requires constant refinement and adjustment. You'll learn new lessons along the way, and you'll have to adapt your approach as circumstances change. But as long as you're committed to improving, your ability to master your time will improve as well. Mastering your time isn't just about being efficient. It's about being intentional with every moment you have. Your time is limited, so use it wisely. Prioritize your goals, stay focused, and eliminate distractions. Build a life where each day moves you closer to the person you're meant to become. When you take control of your time, you take control of your future. And that, my friends, is the key to success. Let me ask you a question. Who are the people you spend the most time with? Think about it for a moment, because the people around you will have a tremendous impact on who you become. You see, success is not just about what you know or what you can do on your own. It's about the people you surround yourself with. The truth is, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to grow, if you want to achieve great things, you need to make sure you're surrounding yourself with the right kind of people. Now, I'm not saying you should cut everyone out of your life. What I'm saying is that you need to be intentional about who you let influence you. You need people around you who will uplift you, challenge you, and push you to be your best. If the people in your life are negative, complacent, or constantly holding you back, you'll find it much harder to make progress. But when you're surrounded by people who inspire you, who hold you accountable, and who believe in your potential, something magical happens. You start to believe in your own potential too. It's crucial to recognize that your environment shapes your mindset. If you spend time with people who are always complaining, making excuses, or stuck in their own mediocrity, it's going to be difficult for you to maintain a positive, growth-oriented mindset. But when you surround yourself with people who have a growth mindset, who are always learning, improving, and striving for more, that energy becomes contagious. You start to adopt their habits, their way of thinking, and before long, you're becoming the kind of person you've always aspired to be. Another important aspect of surrounding yourself with the right people is finding those who will hold you accountable. It's easy to say, I'm going to do this, and then let yourself off the hook when things get tough. But when you have people in your life who expect you to follow through, who challenge you to keep going even when the road gets rough, it's a game changer. These are the people who will make you better by holding your feet to the fire, keeping you on track, and helping you stay focused on your goals. It's also important to spend time with people who push you out of your comfort zone. Growth doesn't happen when you're comfortable. It happens when you stretch yourself, when you do things you've never done before. The right people will challenge you to take risks, to step up to new opportunities, and to take on bigger goals. They won't let you settle for anything less than your best. In fact, they'll encourage you to dream bigger and aim higher, because they know you're capable of more than you think. But it's not just about growth, it's also about the energy and attitude people bring into your life. The right people will bring positivity, enthusiasm, and a sense of purpose. They will encourage you, celebrate your wins, and help you through the tough times. When you have a support system like this, you'll feel empowered to keep going, even when the odds seem stacked against you. The people you surround yourself with should lift you up, not bring you down. At the same time, you need to recognize that you must also give back. The people who support you will do so because they see value in you, but you also have to add value to their lives. Success is a two-way street. If you want to build strong relationships, you need to be someone who encourages, supports, and challenges others as well. It's a mutual exchange of positivity and growth that creates lasting connections and a powerful network of people who will continue to help each other succeed. Remember, you are in control of who you allow into your life. You want to grow, achieve your dreams, and build a better future, then it's time to evaluate your inner circle. Are the people around you helping you get closer to your goals, or are they holding you back? Are they challenging you to be better, or are they enabling your complacency? The right people will elevate you, and they will help you rise above your circumstances. So surround yourself with people who believe in your vision, who support your goals, and who push you to be the best version of yourself. Choose wisely, because your circle will shape your future. You'll find that when you're surrounded by the right people, your path to success will become much clearer and your journey much more rewarding. If you want to achieve anything worthwhile in life, there's one simple truth you need to understand. Success is built on consistent action. It's not enough to have great ideas, lofty goals, or a burning desire. Many people start strong, filled with excitement and enthusiasm, but the real test comes when the initial energy fades. The key to achieving your goals is showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it. The truth is, success isn't about making one big leap. It's about the small, everyday actions that add up over time. It's about getting up each day and doing the work, no matter how difficult or how insignificant the task might seem. The path to success is paved with consistency, not moments of brilliance. You can't expect to reach your potential if you only put in effort when it's easy or convenient. You must be willing to take consistent action, no matter the obstacles, no matter the challenges. When you commit to consistent action, you build momentum. Momentum is a powerful thing. It keeps you moving forward even when your motivation wanes. It's the result of repeated effort, of building on each small victory, and it carries you toward your goals in ways you can't even imagine at first. One small action may seem insignificant in the moment, but when compounded over time, it leads to massive results. It's like putting one brick at a time to build a solid foundation for a successful future. Before you know it, you've constructed something strong, something lasting, something that will stand the test of time. Here's the thing about consistent action: it requires discipline. It's easy to feel motivated when you're starting something new, but it takes real character to stay disciplined when the excitement wears off and the challenges start piling up. The most successful people are the ones who stick with it day after day, even when the results aren't immediately visible. Consistency is about showing up when no one is watching, when there's no applause, and when you're not getting instant gratification. It's about doing the work because you believe in the process, not just the outcome. If you look closely at anyone who's achieved anything meaningful, you'll see that behind their success lies a track record of consistent effort. They didn't get to where they are by making a few big moves. They got there by putting in the work over and over again. It's about the long game, not the short bursts of effort that come and go. The more you consistently show up, the more confidence you build in your own abilities. You begin to trust the process, and eventually you'll start seeing the fruits of your labor. But don't expect instant results. Real, lasting success is always the result of years of consistent action. And here's something you need to understand: even on days when you don't feel like it, consistency still matters. There will be days when you're tired, when you doubt yourself, or when the obstacles seem too big to overcome. But that's when your commitment to taking consistent action truly matters. It's those tough days that make the difference. When you keep going despite the challenges, you're building the strength and resilience that will carry you through even bigger challenges down the road. So ask yourself, are you taking consistent action toward your goals every single day? Are you doing the little things that add up to big results, even when you don't see immediate rewards? If not, it's time to make a change. The truth is, action is the bridge between dreams and reality. It's easy to dream, it's easy to plan, but it's the consistent effort that turns those dreams into something real, something tangible, something you can touch and feel. Success is not about being perfect. It's not about doing everything flawlessly. It's about getting better each day, one action at a time. Progress, not perfection. When you commit to taking consistent action, you'll be amazed at how far you can go, how much you can accomplish, and how quickly you'll start to see your dreams come true. So get out there, take action, and keep moving forward. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to be consistent. If you want to live a life of abundance, if you want to truly succeed and be fulfilled, there's one thing you must master: gratitude. You see, gratitude is not just something you do once in a while when things go well. It must be a daily practice, a mindset you cultivate every day, regardless of your circumstances. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to a richer, fuller life. When you learn to appreciate what you have, you'll begin to see opportunities, growth, and positivity in every situation, even the ones that seem difficult at first. The power of gratitude is remarkable. It shifts your focus from what's missing in your life to what's already there. When you focus on what you don't have, it leaves you feeling empty, always striving for more without ever truly appreciating the blessings you already have. But when you practice gratitude, you start to notice the abundance in your life. You realize how much you already have to be thankful for: your health, your relationships, your skills, your experiences, and that perspective will completely transform your attitude toward life. Gratitude changes your energy. It lifts you up. When you express genuine gratitude, you release positive energy into the world. It's infectious. People around you start to feel that energy, and it begins to attract even more positivity into your life. People want to be around someone who is grateful, who focuses on the good, and who brings joy into the world. Gratitude creates an environment of abundance, and when you consistently approach life with that mindset, you open the door to even greater opportunities. But here's the catch: gratitude doesn't just come naturally when things are going your way. True gratitude is about learning to be thankful even when life isn't perfect. When things don't go according to plan, when challenges arise, that's when your practice of gratitude matters most. It's easy to be thankful when things are easy, but it's the tough times that truly test your ability to stay positive and grateful. Being grateful in the face of adversity is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who give up. You have the power to choose how you respond to circumstances. Will you focus on what you don't have, or will you choose to be grateful for what you've learned and what you still have? This is where the power of positivity comes in. Positivity is a mindset, and it's something you can develop by consistently choosing to see the good in every situation. Life is full of challenges, and if you're always focused on the negatives, you'll find yourself stuck in a cycle of disappointment and frustration. But when you choose to focus on the positives, when you decide that no matter what happens, you'll look for the lessons, the opportunities, and the silver linings, you will begin to see that even the hardest situations have value. Staying positive doesn't mean ignoring the challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to see beyond the difficulties and focusing on what's possible. It's about knowing that every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. Positivity is about adopting a mindset of growth, where you know that with each setback comes a chance to learn, improve, and keep moving forward. When you practice gratitude and stay positive, you begin to realize that life is not something that happens to you, it's something you create. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you wake up every day with a mindset of gratitude and positivity, you set the tone for the rest of the day. You become more resourceful, more resilient, more open to the opportunities that are available to you. Gratitude and positivity attract more of the same into your life. It's like a magnet for good things, good relationships, good health, good opportunities, all because you've chosen to see the good in the world and in yourself. But here's the thing, gratitude and positivity are habits, and like any habit, they require practice. You won't wake up one day and magically be grateful all the time. It takes effort. It takes daily reminders to appreciate what you have, to stay focused on the positive, and to continue moving forward even when things aren't perfect. Start small, look for the good in your day-to-day life. Be grateful for the simple things, a good meal, a kind word, a beautiful sunset. As you begin to shift your focus toward gratitude, you'll find that the positives in your life multiply, and so will your sense of fulfillment and happiness. So make gratitude and positivity your way of life. Choose to see the good, even in difficult times. Be thankful for the lessons that come with every challenge, and be open to the possibilities that lie ahead. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you invite more of that into your life, and when you stay positive, you develop the resilience and mindset needed to achieve your greatest goals. Gratitude is the foundation of a successful, happy life. Embrace it and watch how it transforms everything around you.